That morning, my wife watched our son head downstairs for school. I was already waiting in the car, but after a solid 10 minutes, there was still no sign of him. I figured he hadn't come down yet, so I called my wife to hurry him up. He was going to be late. She told me he'd left a while ago. That's when we both knew something was wrong. The hallway was empty, not a soul in sight. At first, we didn't think much of it. We figured the kid probably didn't want to go to school and had snuck back inside to hide. We tore the house apart looking for him. Nothing. Our son had vanished into thin air. My wife started blaming me, saying I must have been on my phone and didn't pay attention. She insisted he must have slipped out without me noticing. But my car was parked right at the building entrance. Where could he have gone? Then I remembered the girl who lived downstairs. She often tutored my son. We rushed down and knocked on her door. No answer. She was still at school. We asked around the neighbors. No leads. I called the police. They showed up fast. But during questioning, my wife pointed the finger at me again. She said I'd stayed up late working the night before and wasn't well rested, so our son must have slipped past me. The police pulled the security footage, but this was an older complex. Cameras only covered the main gate and main roads. They couldn't see our building entrance at all. To speed things up, the police went door to door. They did dig up some stuff. Our son was struggling in school, and we'd signed him up for a ton of tutoring classes. The kid barely had time to breathe. My wife and I were both under a lot of pressure at work. We fought constantly, even talked about divorce. The police suspected the kid couldn't take it anymore and ran away. They'd searched every unit in the building except for the girls' apartment downstairs. Then an officer pulled me aside. She asked to see my trunk. Turns out, a lot of couples hide their kids before a divorce to fight for custody. I was stunned. They checked my spending records and found I'd bought bus tickets, just for me and my son. I explained that he'd been diagnosed with ADHD, and I just wanted to take him back to my hometown for a few days to relax. I even showed them the medical report. But now, my son was missing, my wife blamed me, and the police suspected me too. I kept insisting I never saw him come out. The police believed me for now. The only place left to check was the girl's apartment downstairs. And right on cue, the girl came home. My wife was already waiting at the door. All eyes turned to her. She looked nervous. But here's the strange part. After searching her place, there was still no trace of my son. Shortly after, the police noticed something odd on the lawn. They dug something up.